Hey, good morning. My name is Kevin. Welcome to Kev's Vibe of the Day, where I give you a message for you to gnaw on from Spirit. And here we go. So, today I drew the card of the mountain or mountains, which in essence loosely translates to stand your ground. It comes from the Oracle card, Angels and Ancestors from Kyle Gray. There's the cover with illustrations by Lily Moses. And now this deck is one of the decks I've talked about where it was a little intimidating for me at first to get into, but now that I'm becoming more and more familiar with their symbolisms and doing a little more interaction with them, I actually like working with them. So this card is not the new for. It's the second time it's popped up in about a week. So I did a little digging and asked spirits, okay, so what is it that we need to remind everybody about? And really, it's simply that whatever you're hearing, believing, seeing, stand your ground, come into alignment with your own truth and your own thoughts and your own beliefs as a way to manage how you feel about things. And I've talked too about perhaps journaling, um, which I find myself therapeutic. We can all go somewhere and learn something from listening and watching, and indeed, that is a fantastic way of receiving information. But there's also a great way to land the information that we want to hear, need to hear, even if it's not new, which these days, anything we're learning or hearing perhaps has been something we've learned or heard before. And it's either a confirmation of what we believe in ourselves and want to study, or it's just simply in a different place and time where it fits. So, as in this card, it's the second time I've pulled that card in a week. And so it isn't that I'm to repeat the message, it's a different day, a different week, but we still stay and stand our ground and what we believe in. Um, the first impression I got is as above, so below. And I also love how the symbolism of the mountain says that the roots of a mountain are dug into the depths and the love and the richness of Mother Earth, and the tops of the mountains are reaching up towards source energy, Father Sky, and the heavens, of which we can climb a mountain, whether it's in a vehicle or walking a hike, and we can climb to those dizzying heights as they've done in Mount Kilimanjaro or Everest. So we have this a possibility of being able to anchor everything we choose to do and what our heart is telling us solidly on the earth, giving a foundation to what it is we want to do next. I also think it's appropriate right now that we're going into the fall season. We will be in a couple of weeks, so enter it. And in preparation for, really wrapping up and saying goodbye to the strong activities of the 2021 summer, it's a good time to lay foundations, to lay the groundwork, to set what it is we would like to see occur in 2022, 2023. So you may want to get out your journal and perhaps find some resources to look at where your planet's going to be. Um, what's an astrological forecast in general for how things are going to be? Where do you see yourself beginning the spring of 2022? And all of these delicious plans and foundations are worth moving through, toying with, getting reflection upon where we've been, the journey we're on, and where we're going. So it's a lovely place to have that imagination of what could be and what is, as opposed to where many folks have found themselves lost in a place where they can't really land, where things are not as they used to be, but they never have been. This is the challenge. Everything always changes, has always changed, and continues to. Except now, when you add technology to it, it's much faster. And we're going through what I believe, personally, you believe your own thing, somewhat of a shake-up. Technology has brought us so far forward, but tradition, culture are still way back. And the culture, the beliefs, the fact that, at some point in the 60s and the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties, the 2000s, mankind wanted to explore the moon, wanted to go to different countries, wanted to experience different languages. I mean, what was that? Companies were exploring business interests in different parts of the world. Rosetta Stone, that company that produces translation software to learn different languages. So as a culture, we've been wanting all these changes. Now they're arriving quick, fast. And then there is the construct of navigating it. We've arrived, we've all blended together, we're all experiencing new and different cultures all around the world. But how do you navigate it? How do you make things work? And that's where we find ourselves. So, message from the mountain: stand your ground. Know that as above, so below. The structure and the foundation of who you are and what you're doing hasn't necessarily altered. And just get out there and play with your imagination and see what you would like to create with what happens next. Let's read from Melody Beatty's message for today, the 6th of September 2021. And no surprise, imagine all the possibilities is what she's writing about. Think of all the possibilities for your life, for love, for work, for growth. Think of all the possibilities for adventure, for fun, for service. This day, this week, this month, this year abounds with possibilities. Each task you have to do, each problem you encounter and a need to solve abounds with possibilities. Your life abounds with possibilities. For a long time, we only saw some of the possibilities life held. We look at a situation and see the possibilities for guilt, victimization, sadness, and despair. We tell ourselves there was only one choice or no choice, or that something had to be done in a particular way, the hardest and the dreariest way possible. We had neglected to envision other options, the choices for joy, for making any event more fun, more pleasant, more enjoyable. You don't need to limit yourself anymore. You've opened your heart, you've opened your mind. Look around, see all the possibilities. The universe is teeming with them. It will lead and guide you into an abundance if you ask for help and then allow it to happen. Open to life's abundance. Open to all its possibilities. The more open you become, the more creative you'll be. In work, in play, in love, in life, the more creative you are, the more possibilities you'll see. The more creative you are, the more possibilities you'll see. So in the chakra wheel, the first colour, the root chakra, is that earthy red. The second one is orange. Works with water, flow, go, get imaginative, be creative. So being creative and seeing possibilities must have a really good solid foundation with which to grow from. Anything rooted well, anything supported well, And we are the support of whatever our growth needs to be. Anything that is well supported will grow in any direction it wants to. And some folks might look at that and say, well, how is that possible? It's how you feel about security, how you feel about being solid, how you feel about what you believe in, what you stand for, what you're going to do, your commitments and your convictions to what happens next. The don't know, can't get there, all of the limiting beliefs that you had to have a PhD to get this kind of job, that you had to be creative to have a YouTube channel, all of those limiting beliefs that we believed and followed, and everybody else believed and followed, and then they believed and followed, until somebody came along and took a side road. I can't really call it a shortcut. What I like to say is the pathway of the least resistance. Those folks who said, I can do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make this happen. And they did. And then other folks looked at it and said, didn't you need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G to get there? No. I just did it. And I learned from just doing it. Oh. And then more people just do it. Anyway, let's get into meditation. I'm asking Spirit if there's something that needs to be grounded in the meditation. Yes, they're saying. Okay, good. First of all, when you take a breath in, you're pulling in the abundance that is free into your lungs, and you're creating an expansion by using the outside to expand the inside of your physical body. So breathe in through your nose. When you exhale, you release and let go of the stagnant, stuck stuff in all of your cells. Ooh. There's a slight soft tingle of the physical body as that air came in and expanded. Breathe in through your nose. Release and let go. Breathe in through your nose and let the air touch into your tailbone. Breathe out and let go. Breathe in through your nose and let the air fill your belly. Let your belly be nice and relaxed. Release and let go. Breathe in through your nose and fill your chest up. Release and let go. So that's actively stirring up the breath component and the feeling of being grounded here in your space that you find yourself in, feet flat on the floor, and your crown of your head, the top of your head, aiming toward the sky. And we start with the floor. Your feet, press them down, both of them. First the left, then the right, or the right, then the left, and get in touch with the solid foundation of your feet. You can lift your toes, spread your toes, push them back down, roll the arches in, roll the blades out. Just connect with your feet on the floor. Keep working the breath. Find a rhythm for the breath. And as you breathe in, pull love, opportunity, foundational, stability, security, all of those feelings from the earth into your physical body. And as you breathe out, release the stagnant energy, lower vibrations, anything stopping you from finding love and joy and happiness and peace. Another breath in, pull the energy up into your upper legs and your hips, your buttocks, your genital area, your low back, right below your navel, all that whole area of your body. As you breathe out, let go of limiting beliefs, ideas, you can't be creative, all of those things. Let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. They have no purpose for you. Another breath in, pull into your belly, pull into your power, pull into the ability, your right to be here, your right to be powerful, your right to shine a light throughout the world. Breathe in. And then breathe out, let it go, let it go, let it go. And that's all you do is just breathing in and let the energy rise on up into your chest, your heart chakra. Get in touch with all the things you feel strongly about. Your emotional well-being is important as your physical well-being, and this is where you find the joy, where you find gratitude, grateful for being here doing this work, grateful for being part of a network of other workers working through and with light, understanding and awakening to the fact that we are all extensions of the source of creation. Move on up into your upper chest, down your arms. Stretch out your palms. Stretch out your fingers. Think of opening up your palm chakras, those little external chakras that are connected to the main trunk of your body. Move on up into your throat, your neck, base of your skull, pulling all of that deep, rich love and healing and grounding from the Mother Earth upward. Move into your eyes and your nose and your ears and all of the senses, all your physical senses, moving into the third eye center where you now open your clairvoyant skills, open to the vast, lofty plains that is the space of the universe, the space of all creation, the vortex, the field of vision. Then open the crown of your head to light. Think of the very top of your head being the color of violet. At the top, right above your crown, for this morning's meditation and visualization, look at the tip of your crown as if you have a single candle flame. And as you breathe in, allow the candle's flame to be brighter and the tip of the flame extending on up and through. Allow the tip of this flame, yours, to connect to the source energy way up. And as you draw into your being, your physical body, the energetic force from source energy, pulling it down through this flame that is extending all the way down through the center line of your body, illuminating and glowing with the emotional vibration that you are creating within your intentional heart space. And move this light, this energy, this flame down in through the tip of your tailbone, branch it off in down both legs, into both feet, and set the flame and the light and the energy down from your feet into roots that are connected to the earth, digging deep. As you sit and breathe, your left side, your right side, and down the middle, become the energy that is you, the magic that is you, the vessel that becomes you. And in this transformational meditation, looking through your third eye center, like the spokes of a wheel, at the end of each line from your heart outward is an equally bright, shining light, an orb, a sphere, a glow, all the way around you. Each one of these cylinders of light appearing as yours, to be the glow of a candle suspended by the energy created by you and Source. Continue breathing as you see each and every one of these lights, your angels, your spirit guides, your ancestors, as you move around in each direction, surrounding your entire body. As you send your third eye upward, your awareness upward, you're now seeing multiple spokes of connectivity expanding out from you in every direction possible. And at the end of this connection is an angel, a spirit guide, an ancestor, directly connected to you and directly connected to Source. And from each one of them, see their expansion in all of the directions that they are radiating. And the multitude of spirits and angels and traveling in an infinity, you continue seeing, feeling, believing, and looking at more and more and more, being connected just as you are. forming a sacred network of perfect geometry. For all who come to this space, for all who come to this place, for all who awaken to this information, all is available and possible. Continue breathing, pulling in the air, recharging your sacred batteries. When you're ready, bring your hands to prayer at heart center. Honor yourself for doing the work. Honor yourself for carving out time to ground, meditate. We lift our thumb knuckles in prayer. Honor everybody else, our fellow human beings on this planet, in physical form and above, in spiritual form, as we bow and say namaste. Thank you, my friends. I enjoyed that. I hope you did. And we'll see each other next time. Bye.